Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Michigan here again with another random battle replay. Earlier you saw the Phantom, now you'll be joining me in the Object 140, where I am trying to complete Vanguard 1, where I need to be the top player on my team by damage caused and destroy an enemy heavy tank. Now I know it says that I've only completed it, or I haven't completed it at all, but I did complete it earlier today in the Vickers 3. I was unaware that I needed to do it in two different vehicles, so I am a little frustrated in this game, and that is going to lead to some very poor decision making on my part. We are here on the highway map in a tier 10 game, all tier 10s, and for me to destroy a heavy, I'm going to have to kill one of the 5 on the enemy team: E100, IS-7, the M5, the Mouse, and the Type 5. Now, the only tanks that I would expect might even be over here would be the IS-7 and the M5Y. And I see the M5Y over there at Alpha 7, so I'm hoping that that might be my key to killing the heavy tank. However, the challenge for this battle is going to be getting top damage. So why did I choose the 140 to try and complete this mission? Well, after the buff recently, I don't know if it was a month ago, 6 months ago, I've lost track of the updates, but they buffed its DPM by quite a bit. It's now up to about 4,300 when you have a full crew and all the maxed out equipment and whatnot. So sometimes when I'm playing missions, and this is part of why I don't like playing them, is I play to try and get the mission done instead of just playing the game. And for me to do top damage, right, you have to be at least somewhat aggressive, or it has to fall into your lap. And I'm kind of tired of trying to let it fall into my lap, so I'm going to try and go get the mission. And we're going to start right off the rip with a horrible shot into a Patton. We are going to get another shot in for 352. However, 352 damage is a far cry from getting top damage. Now, I'm a little frustrated here because we got a bunch of tanks, and I'm like, well, there's only 2 tanks here. Let's go get them. Normally I would not be playing it, especially after the Artie just nailed me. I'm like, screw it, I'm going for it. Probably one of the worst decisions you could make. Yeah, let me just drive out in front of 2 enemy tanks, and I'm going to royally screw this up. I'm going to start off by auto-aiming. I get lucky with the Patton, but because my track gets hit, I'm going to repair that. I get ammo racked, and I run into the building, causing me to take an additional 700 damage. I am now on 650 damage, and I have dealt 661, so fantastic result. And to cap it off, I blow a shot onto the M5Y. And to make matters worse, I'm about to pull out, try and auto-lock, and I'm going to take another shot for the M5Y. No idea what I'm doing at this point. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? We're just going to let this go. Let's see where this game goes. The M5Y gets finished off. I'm ammo racked. I got 10 seconds till I can fix it. And I'm just trying to get a good game now, not kill my win 8 or my stats too much. And, whatever, right? Fuel tanks are out. I get hit again in the fuel tanks. I'm on fire. So what I really want to do is maybe get a kill or 2, get my hit points worth of damage, get out of here with 2k in damage. But instead, I'm going to pop up and just start shooting this CS63, who seems extremely reluctant to shoot me. And now, forgive my use of auto-aim. I'm sure if you've watched this channel a little bit, I do use auto-aim a decent amount. Sometimes I just don't like aiming, or my fingers get a little jittery, so just press that right trigger, get the shot in. He's driving straight away from me. I know I'm going to pen him in the back. So we're up to 1,300. I'm like, okay, it's not the worst thing. Sorry to that K91 who I just rammed. I get lit here, and I don't know why I'm doing this, but take a look at the damage right now. I'm at 1,360 damage, and now I'm on 7 health. And I'm just driving out in the field with a Sturv that was last spotted there. Another auto-lock. Luckily, my rounds are decently quick. I'm going to dodge another Artie shot, 1,000 meters a second for the heat. And we're going to start looking for this Concept 5. Missed the shot there. It's quite a tough shot. So instead, we're going to kill him with that shot. How that hit? No idea. Couldn't tell you. I thought it missed. But Wargaming's server bots disagree, and they are going to grant me the kill. So now this is an okay game. It's not a good game, but it's a game that won't kill me too much. At least stat-wise. I've got my 1,600 damage. I still need to get that fire for effect ribbon. And now I'm going to wisely not poke up here because I know there's a Sturv sitting in that bush, and I get spotted, rightfully so. He should be right up there. I'm going to ping him, hopefully for this T100. But understandably, the T100 doesn't particularly want to go up there too much either because he is a 2-shot for that Sturv. So instead, I'm going to work around to the other side. Our team is winning quite a bit. We're up by 5k and 6 6 tanks, so my goal now is to just not screw it up. Again, auto lock on the Sturv. Gonna look to reload. Type 71 is gonna finish him. Great. One shot away from our fire for effect. We've got our 2 kills. Let's just go and try and get out of here with another shot, not get killed by the artillery. So we've done about 600 damage now on 7 health. Let's see how much more we can get. The enemy team is starting to take back the city a little bit. If you can see, I'll blow up the map briefly, so you can look in the very bottom right-hand corner. Apologies about the recording and microphone icon, but they've completely encircled the heavy tanks over there. So I'm assuming that those guys are going to work back towards our cap, because if they push out, they're going to push right out into all of the TDs sitting on the ridge by our cap circle. So I'm just going to sit on this ridge line and see what I can get. And I have made a critical mistake, which is, I don't know why I didn't shoot that. I tried to reload a heat round, but I don't have intuition on this tank. I don't know why, and because of that, my shot on the E100 is going to go rogue. And I'm going to fire another heat round into the spaced arm of the E100. Again, just lots of bad decisions going on here in this game. See if I could fix it. Going to sling one at the IS-7, low and to the right. That's a tough shot, even with the accuracy I have on this tank. Just going to throw one in there, see what we can get. I'm pinging it, seeing maybe if they can spot him. Looks like that shot just tracked the 100, and now I'm going to start using my last couple of heat rounds on the lower plate of this Type 5. 330 heat is sufficient. Going to swap over to the IS-7. He's in lower health. Good. We're up to 2,600 damage now. I'm happy with this game. 3rd kill. I can live with this result. However, there is still 11,000 hit points to be had on the enemy team. And that bat chat's still up. So if I get lit, there's a real possibility that he nails me. So I'm going to, again, reload another HE round, or load an HE round instead. Now we're going to swap back to heat. Looking for the mouse. I get lit. Mouse isn't looking over here, but that shot doesn't quite go through as the mouse angles his turret. Looking for the cheek. E100 shot right through there on the lower plate. And getting some assistance here too. Type 5 seems more interested in killing the K91 than myself. And so we are going to get a couple of nice shots. Now we're at 4K. Now I'm like, maybe there's something here. Bad Chat's driving out into the open. Just going to throw one at the E100. I'm out of heat rounds now, so I'm down to just a PCR. And I'm still lit. I must still be lit. There's no way that mouse isn't lighting me, but the enemy team doesn't really want to shoot me. We're up to 2,600, almost 2,000 damage done now on very low hit points. Look for this E100. I don't know if the E100 can't see me, but shot goes too low. Now he can see me, definitely. And instead, we're going to look to get a shot on this Type 5 Heavy, where it's going to take me a second to actually hit the thing. The E100's jittering just enough that when I go to fire, he moves at the last second. That one hits square on it, but unfortunately it doesn't pen. See if we can get it here. There we go. 5 kills, 4,500 damage. And now it is just the Death Star, the E100, and the Batchat artillery left on the enemy team. 4,500 damage might be enough to get me that top damage spot. As you can see, if we go over to missions, I have destroyed an enemy heavy tank. I killed the E100 and the IS-7, so we fulfilled that requirement twofold. But now it's just about getting a little more damage. I'm just hoping that this E100 isn't looking at me, but he is. And I decide, you know what, I'm just going to take the risk. Maybe he'll miss. He's missed a couple times already. And, not quite zoomed in there. See, one more on that E100. And is he going to shoot me? We're going to try and shoot his turret. That's like about a 10% chance that goes through. So instead, while he's looking for his turret, nope. Is he going to shoot me? He misses my cupola. So now I'm going to pop over. T100 is going to nail him. And we are going to finish him off with 27 damage for our 6 kills and a Top Gun. Let's go take a look at the post-game result. Side note here, it did not tell us in the post-game if we completed the mission or not, at least on WT record, but I will tell you that we did in fact complete Vanguard 1. Okay, we finished this game with a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker, Spotter for our additional assistance damage, Fire for effect, obviously, we did far more HP than the hit points of our vehicle, Bruiser, and we got our Top Gun. Have not gotten one of these in a while. We finished top of our team with 5,201 damage. I guess maybe that blind shot on the IS-7 did actually pen. And top of our team on kills with, again, 6 and We fired a whopping 38 shots. That 4-second reload really does come into play. 31 hit, but unfortunately only 18 penned. We can pin a lot of that on my poor marksmanship against that Type 5 Cupola, as well as slinging shots and changing ammunition, incessantly when I didn't have intuition, which really did hurt us. Fun stat, we drove 3/4 of the way around the map, almost doing a full loop. About 3/4 of a loop, so we drove 3.29 kilometers. And our spotter there came from the 1,663 assistance. Wargaming gifted us 87,000 credits, but unfortunately, we are deeply in the red on this game, firing 115,800 credits in ammunition, and we finished with a net of minus 10,000. Not too bad there. After all of our bonuses, times twos, all that stuff, that was a 6,291 XP game, and we got a nice 210 free XP. So thank you. Oh, and 7 bonds. So thank you so much for watching. Again, don't give up. Even when you're on 7 hit points, you never know what might happen. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.